All right, guys, I'm aware that I've beaten this cow to death. Like, I know I have physically beat the shit out of this cow, but we're doing it. We're going over another R6 video. And in this video, I'm talking about the 5, 10, how many different things? 10 different things that I love about this camera. First thing that I love about the Canon R6 is the control dial. Now, I thought when I had the EOS R, having the top-down screen, that I'd probably never want to go back. But then when I really think about it, how often did I actually use the top-down screen? Now, that may be different for you guys, but for me, I hardly ever used it. And I actually prefer how quick it is just to switch modes with the mode dial. And yeah, there's not much to say about it. I just prefer the mode dial.
The second thing I love about the R6 is the photos it takes.
Now, there's this crazy common misconception that 20 megapixels is not enough for photos, and that can't be farther from the truth. 20 megapixels is plenty. You get amazing photos. Everything out of it looks good. You can blow it up to pretty big size. Now, obviously, if you need to crop in, then maybe higher megapixels is something that you'd want. 20 megapixels is definitely enough if you're just throwing stuff on social media, if you want to do some prints, things like that. It's served me quite well, so don't be turned off by this camera just because it has 20 megapixels. It's definitely more than enough. The third thing I love about the R6 is the 1080p. The 1080p looks extremely good, especially even if you put it side by side with the 4K. Obviously 4K is better, but you can mix and match the footage and most people wouldn't even be able to tell. So the EOS R was really known for having good 1080p, and I think this just completely stomps on the EOS R's 1080p. It's probably the 10-bit codec with the 422 if you're shooting C-Log. Just looks good, looks good. So the fourth reason I love the R6 is because of the dual SD slots. Now, how I use it is probably different than how a lot of professionals would use it. I essentially use it just for extra storage. I don't use it really to back up my photos or videos. However, you can't really back up videos on the R6's dual SD card slot, so that's kind of a limitation. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about why I love it. I love it because if I need to do video and photo, I'll swap between the cards for one. So one card has photos on it and one card has video on it. So it's a lot easier when I'm going into my computer to sort things out. Makes it a lot easier on me. Or I use it if I got a big shoot or if I'm shooting a lot of stuff, then I use it basically for more storage. So first card, I'll use the full first card, and then I'll fill that up and then swap to the second card and fill that up, and just makes it a whole lot easier than having to take the memory card out and swap it out with another one. And yeah, so that's why I love it, and that's how I use the dual SD card slots. Now, I know a lot of people like it for backups and things like that for shooting weddings, but yeah, that's how I use it, and that's why I love it. The fifth reason I love the R6 is, well, the 4K looks great because it's downsampled from 5.1K. It looks really sharp. You can crop in. Looks really good. Not much to say about it. The 4K looks good. I love it. On to the next one.
The sixth thing I love about the R6 is the IBIS.
The IBIS looks pretty damn incredible, especially if I'm shooting photos at a really low shutter speed, or if I'm doing some B-roll, let's say, zoomed in. It almost looks like, I'm gonna just say, it almost looks like a gimbal. If you got some pretty steady hands, it almost looks like a gimbal. It's pretty freaking awesome. However, when I'm shooting vlogs and all that at like 15 mil, you get that wobble. So that's kind of a downer. The seventh reason I love the R6 is the size of it. Personally, I like my cameras pretty chunky. I love my cameras pretty chunky. Now, it's not the size of a DSLR or anything. I think that's almost too big for me personally. I don't know, the R6, perfect size for me. The R6, R5 kind of size. I haven't really held any of the Sony, like the Sony a7S III or anything like that. But from what I've seen, it looks kind of small. I feel like it's like somewhere between the M50 and the R6. It's like just a little bit too small. So that's one thing I really like about the Canon cameras is the size of it and like the chunkiness. It's a bit chunkier than the EOS R as well. Yeah, so it just feels really good in the hand. And I've got big hands, big, thick, fat hands, big fingers. And yeah, I like just holding big things. God, this is just getting weird. Okay, anyways, moving on. The eighth reason I love the R6 is because of the RF glass. The RF glass exists, the R6 exists. Together, they are love, and it makes me love my R6 a whole lot more. So, yeah. The RF glass is amazing. It's 15 to 35. Love it. Love it. Mwah. Love it. The ninth, that's nine. The ninth reason I love the R6 is because the autofocus is so damn good. I mean, whoa. What? Yeah, autofocus is really good. It's even better than my ESR, the dual pixel autofocus 2, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, works great. The autofocus is amazing. And the 10th and final reason I love the R6 is because of the flipped LCD screen, which Canon is known for doing in most of their cameras, besides like the 1DX. It makes it so much easier to frame your shots. I believe every camera should have a flip LCD screen. I know there's some of you out there that think it's stupid, and no, you're just stupid, all right? I'm just kidding, I love you still. But I think every camera should have a flip LCD, and it makes it so much easier to frame my shots, to take photos, to, you know, like if you need to take a photo and it's like up high, you can flip the LCD screen to see what you're looking at and take a photo, or vice versa. If you're down low, flip it up and so on. Yeah, I think every camera should have a flip LCD screen. So that is the 10th reason I love this R6. And that's it, guys. That is all the reasons I love the R6. Sorry if this video was kind of all over the place and a little bit like not super professional. I'm telling you guys, my words today. Haven't done this for a while. I like to do voice exercises and things. Well, okay, I'm lying. I do like to do them, but I don't do them before every video. But I should do them before every video, so I talk more coherently. Yeah, I've done probably about like 50 takes. So you think I'd be talking pretty coherent by now, but you know. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. I know some of you are gonna dislike it because when I talk about cameras and if I don't talk super precisely, I get dislikes, and that's cool, whatever. You do whatever you want. Appreciate it if you hit that like or dislike, whatever, it all helps me out. And if you like this video, if you like me, then consider subscribing, because I'd appreciate that. And making some dope ass content, and yeah. You know the whole YouTube outro thing, you know. All right, love y'all, and I appreciate your time and everything. I truly do. I appreciate all my viewers and all the cool people that comment and interact with my my YouTube channel and my videos and all that. I just want to say I do appreciate you guys, and I see you, and I make an effort to reply to all of you and start a conversation. And yeah, just trying to show my love. I love you guys. All right, all right, I'm done. If you've watched this far, say I like the smell of carrots. I don't know. Anyways, okay. I'm sorry I'm holding you. Okay, bye.